Yeah, the leaderboard is kind of replicates what happens in the traditional art world, right? Where artists they have relations with their collectors. It's basically real connections in real life, right? So they know who they are and they can reward them in different ways if they want to. But when it comes to the digital world, it becomes challenging, right? Especially with bots, as you mentioned. So yeah, the leaderboard. I didn't thought about it that way, but I saw Xcopy today. Actually, he was sharing. Yeah, basically, there is a new drop coming in shape, and I want to talk about that. And he was using the leaderboard, as you said, for the allow list spots. But before talking about that release, I'm interested in what happened during the last year or months that made you embark in this new, very challenging process in this new, project called Shape. So maybe you can tell us a bit about Shape and what made you put your effort into this exciting blockchain.
It's quite interesting. So for Shape, the way that we think about it is the following. So Ethereum is scaling, which means that we're getting ready for the world to use Ethereum. These kinds of moments when things are beginning, things are starting to be fleshed out, is when things could be changed. So when we kind of surveyed the L2 landscape, we felt distinctly that something was missing. For a lot of us, the reasons why Ethereum L1 seems so interesting and seems so vibrant is because culture took root on Ethereum L1. That's where that's where the Fidenzas exist. That's where most of X copies work exists. And of course 1,000, 10,000 artists who have been minting on Ethereum L1. Where does this culture go in the world where we have Ethereum that has been scaled by L2s? Where do they go? And we chatted with a bunch of artists, and the answer was not very clear. For various reasons, they didn't like certain chains because of the kind of culture that was created. Some chains felt like casinos, and you would not have this an artist who has deep philosophy about their art is not going to walk into a casino and say, okay, here's where my art is going to exist.
Hmm.
And so what we soon realized is that something is missing. And then going back to the original thought that I just mentioned, which was it is in the early days that we actually have the chance to make something that could change things.
Hmm.
For example, let's zoom forward like 2 years later, when a lot of these like ETH2s have solidified. When things have become entrenched, it's very hard to move things. It's very hard to change things. So if something is missing, the answer is, well, it's now. Now is the time to do something about it. And
Hmm.
that's why we built Shape, which is it is a chain directly focused on culture. Let us build a chain in the right ways and make it a home for the culture that existed on ETH1. And as Ethereum scales, the home that they would like to choose is likely going to be Shape. And so that's like the overall kind of description of Shape.